Okay, after the circus act, we'll try this again. Hello world, hello everybody. So, this video is for my experiences with the medical world. Two worlds actually. The commercial world and the social world, as it were. Because I go to the VA, I have VA coverage. And so, you heard that I had, I told everybody that I had the kidney stone last winter, back in the day. That gave me a window, as it were, into the, let me adjust something here. Fred bumped my thing. There we go. And so that gave me an opportunity, or that gave me not an opportunity, because, I didn't want to do it, to experience the same medical procedure in two different places in a short amount of time. What it was I went into, when I had the stone, I went to the emergency room here in Pahrump. They did this and that, stabilized me and sent me to Las Vegas, to one of the more prestigious upper crust hospitals in the city. It was not a pleasant experience at all. But I didn't know that at the time. There were communication issues really bad because no one really spoke English. And I'm not, if they don't speak, you can't talk in a medical field. No, bad. No matter what political thing you have, if I can't talk to the person that's caring for me intimately and medically, what do I have? That aside. So I went and, got this and that. The care was real good. Up on the 4th floor, wherever I went, that was phenomenal. That was amazing. It was brutal. Like I said, care doesn't necessarily mean comfort. But anyway, again, I'll move on. I went down, I was prepped, this and that, went down into where they're going to do the procedure, a uroscopy. I didn't know, I can't remember the name. Didn't even really know what it was then. And down there, that's where the communications issues, because they wasn't doing well. I wasn't properly prepared to go into when I went into the room, finally, because what was happening was there was this, and I'm just recalling it, I want to get it complete, so bear with me. The issue was wrong numbers in a blank on the paperwork, or the numbers weren't there because I went VA instead of Medicaid card thing. And I said, well, if that don't work, use this one. This doctor got the ass. I mean, he got ugly, and it scared the crap out of me. Because I'm sitting here, I think I'm having something bust open in me, and this guy's worried about getting paid. That's all he was worried about. Not me. And then we went through the rigmarole paperwork before I went in. And then we sat and waited for them to get this number into the blank on my paperwork, or this guy wasn't going to do nothing. Right? As far as I know. I don't know if he just did it anyway and got the paperwork later because I was in the mix. I don't know, but it was not pretty. It was just bad. And I shouldn't have been worrying about that. I know it wasn't really life-threatening, but, I didn't know that. And I would have this aneurysm in my guts, and that's not even half of it. So when we finally get to where I'm going in, I go in and I was poorly prepped. I still had shorts on. Well, they hucked me up and brutally, and whoosh off went the shorts. I was humiliated. It was bad. Okay. Then, just before that, we're reeling in, and I wheel into this closet-like room with barely any room. There was only 2 or 3 guys, and they were going like this around the machine in the wall, right? And they set me on this machine. The author's, I'm sure you could look it up. And what got me was these 2 boards where my butt went that were kind of, like they could do things. And it was just these wood boards, and it looked kind of medieval. It was bad. I'm going, okay, whatever, because I've never been into this, you know. I guess this is okay. I get on there. They do the procedure, this and that. They put in a drain and get me to where I can at least have something going on, meds, all that. Okay, I came out. I'm waking up. All I see is the doctor going out the door because once my eyes open, he can leave. I never saw the man's face. Never did see him. I got his name. I'm not going to mention names or the hospital because that's, you know, we'll move on. There was that. And then, but when I went up the fourth floor for care, you know, the care nurse and all that, duty, blah, blah, recovery, top flight. Them two women, girls, like Latoya, the Warrior, damn. They were two badasses. I can't remember the other one's name. She was the night shift. She was a badass too. She hooked them up. I was mightily impressed. I learned a lot from there. That's where I got care doesn't necessarily mean comfort. They'll carry your ass right up. It might not be comfortable. So that was cool. Okay. So that was that experience. It was not pretty. It was, now that I know the other. So let's go to the other one. So, okay, I go, forget it. I ain't going back there. And I do this and that. And I started calling the VA. Said, I want to go in there because I ain't going back to that place. Ain't no way. No way will I go to the, you know. And that's why I'm so busted up because nobody wants to. I don't want to go into the hospital. Oh, geez, I get busted up more. And they don't care. They just don't. You can't tell me. You see these commercials. Oh, care and concern and lolly lollies, wonderful peoples. And nope. Those two nurses did. You know, like I said, care don't necessarily mean comfort. Anyway, I got run through like a bad dinner through that hospital. It was bad. And, okay. So I call the VA. I finally get it arranged. And I get my doctor, and she does this, and she sets it up. And very top-notch, very professional. I'm not going to say her name. I don't think that would be appropriate. I'd ask. Because I can't ask her. Finally, we get up in there, right? And I mean to tell you what, man, these people, I was on a silver platter. Okay, let's get that off, right off the top. I was silver plattered in that VA hospital. Okay, day of the surgery, I go in. Hello, Mr. Rito, how you doing? Listen, check in, wonderful. But I mean to tell you, my daughter went with me, took care of everything, went back. The staff back there for pre-op, a hive of wondrous healing activity. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. You know, I got kind of miffed because they wouldn't sit and talk. Well, they're busy. You know, they're prepping me. They're ready. You know, they kind of pleasantries and you know, they're like, whoosh, you know. So I kind of, yeah, okay. Fred, get out of that. You looking for the meese? Anyway, so I get pre-op, top flight, wonderful people. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. I was like astounded, and that's when I started talking. Hey, these are bright, cheery people. Yeah, this is great. As I went, you know, and it did it politely, wonderfully, just moved me right out. You know, yeah, oh, wonderful. Yeah, you're okay. You know, get in the bed. Come on, get in. Right? Okay, we're wheeling on the gurney. La la la. So you know me, I'm curious. I'm looking around to see everything. I'm soaking in everything because that's just my hobby. You know, my hobby is I want to know everything. You wouldn't believe the temple-like beauty of the operation suites in this hospital. It was heavenly, doesn't explain it. Bright and shining, gleaming, wonderful windows, and oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what? You know, God of heaven, like I said, does not explain it. So we get into the suite I'm going into. You talk about a shining example of modern, up-to-date, 5 minutes ago medicine. Room. Beautiful, shining, gleaming. You could even hear the things, the stuff and the tools and the going gleam, right? I couldn't believe it. It was absolutely like a temple of healing with a room in this temple that was even better. I kid you not, right? the machine they put me on, was not that machine from the last time. Was not it. Okay, this thing was ultra modern, up to date right now. I thought I was going to get beamed to someplace. It was from Star Trek and beyond. It was so beautiful. So, the shining facility. I looked at everything. And then where my butt went, this is what I noticed. It was a rubber thing, because you're going to have drainage, right? Ultra modern. I'm like, oh, is this the machine? Really? I was agog at the wonderment of the facility that they put me in, right? I couldn't believe it. Did the procedure, got out. Man, I couldn't believe it. Wonderful. Beautiful doctor. Wow. I mean, this, like I said, this is a temple of healing. You get in there and they will heal you if you want to be healed. This is what I got to say about that to all the other veterans. Yo, guys, girls, bros, whatever sex you are, I don't worry about that unless I'm having sex, If you get off the first floor, right, there's nothing they won't do for you. If you get out of the pharmacy that's on the first floor, right, it's all hubbly bubbly down there, y'all know. The first floor is a bitch, right? If you get off the first floor and get up into the building, there's nothing they won't do for you. They will heal you as far as you can be healed. I kid you not. This place, this hospital, right, the VA hospital, 6900 North Pecos, Las Vegas, Nevada. I don't know, can't remember the zip. 791-9000. 702. All the gods that rule us, the gods that rule me, your God, you, whatever, took their hands. They all got together and laid their hand on that VA hospital and made it not even a temple, a rising of healing. And that's what they do. And I couldn't believe, I was like, the ease and the rest that I felt when I looked into those rooms where I was going to get worked on was so profound, because I thought, I'm going to get healed. I'm going to have medical things that are going to heal me, finally. And I just went, oh. And I laid back and go, I'm going to be taken care of. And I was. Can you imagine that? Without question, without no hubble-ubblery, no, oh, is he going to pay? Is he going to this? Oh, look at him, and look at me. I'm even a bit of a lowlife, and they're looking at me going, oh, geez, they scraped him off the street. They will heal you. They don't care. They heal you. That's their job. I can't, look at me. I can't say enough how impressed I was. Am, still to this day. I'll still go up in that VA hospital. Come here, you. Last name, last word. Whoosh, whisked off to be healed. Psst, yay. Come out. Gleam. I kid you not. If you get off that first floor, get out of the pharmacy, they will heal you as best as they can or as much as you wish. Now, having said all that and having experienced those two sides of the medical world, that convinces me, and without a doubt, without question, socialized medicine, medical care is a right. It should be free, without a doubt, without question. No way, because I seen the VA do it to the utmost, and I just walked in, card, and came out healed. Yay! I did not do that at the private hospital in Las Vegas. That was terrible. Terrible. It was just awful. Yet, and I could go up to this public facility, and I felt like the gods themselves are bringing me along down the hallways to be graciously made whole again. What? You got to do something with that disparity. How can the VA do heavenly, galactic, cosmic things, and I go to this highly prestigious, high-dollar, whatever hospital, private, and get treated like a turd? Not to mention that, not just the treating of it, the facilities, the crap. What? I'm sorry. That did it for me. Socialized medicine, without question. I'm 100%, 152, a million percent. No, should be free. Having said that, now that I'm running for president, I would make it to where you wouldn't really need that much medical care, because I would separate health care from medical care. If you have good health care, you won't need medical care, right? Logic would dictate. So, I heard about all these CVS pharmacies closing, hundreds of stores, 900 something something. That's not what it should do. You know what I would recommend to them? Make them gymnasiums. Make them weight room, stuff like that instead. Right? That way your health care is being cared for. If I put a gym with dietitians, the whole 9 yards, just like, say, the VA facility, because I went to their weight loss program, 85 pounds. You can't do that privately without giving up $8,500 or getting it whittled off you by Sonabella. That aside, how can one do it and one not? How? So my thing would be, healthcare would be my primary concern, and I would leave medical care private. If we took care of our health care to the point of that, Jim and I would corner just like the CVS and the Walgreens, they'd be dying for customers. You'd get $10 for an appendectomy because nobody's having an appendectomy. They're all healthy. Right? Anyway, but that's what I would do. And given the comparison, I couldn't believe it. Night and day doesn't explain it. It was bad. It was bad, like I'm prone to saying. And this is probably a 20-minute video. I don't care, because I can't not extol enough the virtues of the VA medical facility, the VA hospital, Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, Nevada. And I gave you the address and phone number. I'm telling you, nothing, I can't, unless I went somewhere like Mayo Clinic or Bethesda, I know, but I heard terrible planes, that one, wow, amazing, stellar, it's beyond stars. I can't believe it. Every time I've gone in there. There is one thing. The administration really sucks. Like travel pay and that. Oh, jeez. Like I said, first floor. It's terrible. I've been fighting over a year now to get some travel pay, and I still haven't got it. But that's fine. There is one thing, the caveat to that, if that caveat's the word to use. If you say, I want to talk to a supervisor, watch what happens. Why, whoop, slap, snap, whip, whoosh, supervisor in your face. Can I help you? I said, well, this is this and this. I let that. I did this, and I got no, the phone guys, they won't help me. It's done. Right there. Without question. I know, I witnessed that too. But still, I'm still fighting travel pay. I got to go back and get it done. But that's how I feel. VA hospital, North Las Vegas, Nevada, the finest medical facility I've ever been in. And if we can do that, right, for the VA, because it's government run, and you're going to tell me, oh no, we can't do, bull blank. Don't tell me that. No way. And we need to dump the private medical industry, because it sucks. You die more than you live because you got to pay so much. You just survived your death with this goofy, loony medical care system we have in this country today. And with that, I'm going to go. And I thank the VA hospital, North Las Vegas, Nevada, from the bottom of my heart for the care and the concern they have for me. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Live by your wits, not by your worries. Peace. Bye. These are catch-up videos. I'm trying to get all these videos done that I've always been saying, I'm going to make that video. And get them done, and because I'm moving on. All right.